We're live! Good evening, everybody.
Where are we?
Where are we?
I know, where's the camera?
That one, right there.
Okay.
Right down that one, for now.
Excellent.
Look down. I've never said that before. Down the camera. We were so sensible 5 seconds ago. What happened?
We got tired.
We got tired.
There was.
Well, look, it's real. We're actually really there. Look.
I was going to say there's wine in the trifle.
I could go a trifle. It's been a while.
I know. What wine do you put in yours? Did you sherry?
Oh yeah,
sherry.
Oh yeah, cream sherry.
Not port, not a.
Okay, so well.
I've got a barrel full of port. I really think we need some recipes for it. Girls, have you got any good port?
Oh, is that the one that I've nicked to put in
yes.
the...
Yeah, it's
in
pretty
the...
up.
What's that going in? Is it the plum? Plum and port jam.
Yeah.
And all the plums are in the freezer, so we've got to do it. This is the part where we're supposed to say, good evening and
Hello,
welcome
everyone.
to Chandler's Cottage.
Yeah.
Trifecta. Third night, I'm just saying third night in a row. And I just very, very cheekily said, just call me Natasha. I just couldn't believe it. All through COVID, she did 3 shows, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't know how she did it.
Wow.
I've got this problem.
You know, we've all got
all
energy for things that are necessary, don't you? You know, like when
well, that was it. And you couldn't go anywhere or do anything.
Yeah, well, that's it.
How many did I do a week? I used to do mine
2 days a week, I think.
on a Thursday afternoon. I used to do afternoons. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons. Yes, thanks, Rob. We're all good. He's just said, are you okay? A bit late.
How rude.
At least he remembered tonight. You know what he said, though? I thought, oh, how nice. And then he goes, I'll set my phone with a reminder. And that's kind of like I sort of went, well, it kind of says he was planning on forgetting. But so much so, he needed to put it in his phone.
I put everything in the phone. I forget everything now. If I've got to pick the kids up from the school bus, I put it in the phone. If I've got to go see my mum at a certain time, I put it in the phone.
Did you put tonight in your phone?
I certainly did.
Oh!
Otherwise I wouldn't be here.
You're so sad.
Oh, I know, it's pathetic.
All right, you ready?
I get sidetracked. Play
school, yes. It is roll call time.
Okay.
I am really silly tonight. Must be fatigue. Good evening, Anne Kennedy, Bobby Small. Who's that person? Never met her before. Hi, Louise.
Hi, Louise.
Yvonne Chapman. Cheryl's here. Pauline Boyke is here. Oh, thank you, Pauline. Did you go have a little look for it? I can't wait to do the Thorn Grove quilt. I'm a bit psyched after last night. We'll talk about it again tonight. Maria Sapeda says, hello, Lisa and Marg. Ginny.
Hi.
Is Ginny in here? Is she out?
Ginny snuck in. I meant to tell you that.
She's in here somewhere?
Yeah, well,
okay,
she's probably
right.
mouse hunting.
She's mouse hunting. And Rob, thank you. I will pass that on. Maria, I got your message quite late in the day. To answer your question, the pin cushions are live on the website now. So we'll have a look at them tonight. They're already up. Nancy Cook, good evening to you. Joe Crass, good evening to you. See, look, I've got problems with my... you know what it is, I probably need to update my Facebook app. Melissa uses her phone calendar all the time. She's a switched on girl. Dell's here. Kathy Ahern's here as well. Lovely to see you, Kath. Well, I can't see you, but I know you're here. Lynn's here. Karen DeWilt's here from...
Hi, Karen.
Is that the right... Am I pointing the right direction? She's that way?
Yeah.
Yeah, good, because that's what I always do. Frances Bandis. Hello. I'm so glad you can join us this evening. Bernadette's here as well. A bit cold is an understatement, actually, Bernadette. It is... all those things that you want to say that you're not supposed to say and not appropriate. Did you want to look at you go?
I really liked that one and I just saw that sitting there.
Jackie, good evening to you. Jackie's ready for a chat. Di Nugent's here. Anne Hamilton is here. Aw, how are you? You good? Got friends from afar.
I was going to say, are you good? And she can hear you answer through the camera.
They can tell me if they're good or not. All right, before we start, Margaret.
Yep.
There is an elephant in the room.
I thought it was just a cat. Oh.
Do you remember when Margaret was here? She said.
I will cut them. And I folded. I didn't cut them all.
She said.
Yeah.
If you offer kits off every single new shadow play.
I love them.
Overhead camera in focus. Probably not in focus. I didn't check. Sorry, Robbie. So if you go, we're doing it like that,
Yeah.
and then you get this one because they're looking at it from. They're now.
Just-
They're up there
oh,
now.
Up there.
Okay.
It's,
Then I have one left.
and you don't ever want to cut them again, do you?
I'm not cutting them
So
again.
anybody that buys it will be super, super duper lucky because,
What are we going to do?
what? We're going to sell it.
I know that, but we have to.
I don't need a second one, that's all. But I'd love it.
cut one too many. And of course, you can't. You have to cut
Two. When
twos,
you have an
and
order
I've
for
got
one, you have to cut two.
left.
Yeah.
So, seriously, I have one. Not so seriously. One pack left. Now, I would happily put it in my sewing room. However, that would be irresponsible. And Rob's watching, so no. So,
Hey, Ralph's not watching. He's playing squash.
if I stash,
How many pieces are in here again?
I'm stashing Dot Evolution, so I'm not allowed to stash.
Okay, no,
75.
75.
I'm gonna, or I think I will.
Mhm.
That's how tight I am. I'm gonna offer an incentive. I don't know what it is yet, but I'm gonna think about it.
I think we value add something.
I'm gonna value add.
Value add.
Value add.
Mm-hmm.
There are some. Oh, see that thing hanging down there? Wouldn't that be something to give away? Can you see what it is? It's the Winter Solstice header cards. Like, offer something that no one else has got in Australia.
What about the?
That would be so cool.
You've done the wreath. Surely they don't want a couple of wreaths. Yeah, the winter wreaths that you
I
have.
can't. We're nearly sold out. I've only got a couple left.
Yeah, but that would be the perfect. If you order right
Yeah,
now,
but
you'll
someone-
have those.
But they might already have ordered one.
No, you can
I'm
order-
going to think about this.
It's going to be value add.
Whatever
and
it is,
we will
it's gonna
know.
be
We will know at the end of
awesome.
the show.
If someone's ordered it.
Yeah, no, but if
Oh,
what
I'm
we're
gonna
going to put
give.
in.
Yeah, I'm gonna work on
value
that.
add.
I'm gonna
But
work on
we really don't need to. It is super duper cheap. What is the actual price? And you went down to $4.50, didn't you?
Yes.
Yes.
500 and something.
Yeah, exactly. It was a huge discount.
I know. Which you liked, and you've got one.
No, well, that's right. But
And it is cool. Actually, I'm really glad you've got one. I should really have one. No.
you do. You've got it in full bolts.
Imagine how cross I'll be if I go to get a colour. Though,
See, when
and
I
it's
had
out of
my
stock.
shop, I whatever I bought was shop stock. It didn't matter. It never went on the shelf. It was at the back.
Again, Robert is watching.
I know. I'm just saying what I used to do because Ralph's not watching. It was great.
It's so
I've
funny.
still got a lot of shop. I've still got a lot of that stash.
You have. I'm going to get this out to show later. All right. So,
What are you doing on that one?
well, I showed. Well, you know what's in here. Do you
I
not know?
can't- No.
Oh, all right. I'll show you in a minute. First of all, though,
Okay, sorry.
may I show you I did some work today.
Oh my lord.
After the lovely Western Port quilters
Yeah.
hopped on the bus and went home.
Mm-hmm.
It was and we were so lucky with the weather today.
Oh, it was amazing.
beautiful.
I cannot believe that you can sit outside and be warm in June. It's unheard of.
It's
It's absolutely unheard
and that is why it is so cold tonight because
Yeah,
there's
we'll
no
have a frost,
cloud.
won't we? We'll have frost in the morning.
Yeah, Rob's got cough, cough.
Cough, cough, what?
Rhonda may or may not be watching us from Mykonos.
Excellent. Is she ordering the box?
No, she's not ordering the box. Good evening, Pamela. Fiona, go to bed, mate. Catch it tomorrow. Don't even try. Can't watch all. Or are you going to work? Sally Cox is here. Yes, we're all cozy. Marge French is here.
I've got my Ugg boots on.
Well done, Marge.
Mm.
She has.
Yeah.
Megan Lancaster. Who's that again? Oh,
She's all right.
Do you know that name?
I've got a few more things for you, Megan. You're
Me
going to have to
too.
come back.
Yeah, come back,
Got
mate.
boxes. You're going to have to bring a trailer.
Jude Davies here. This is lovely. Dale Gordon. Oh, sorry, that's really funny. Dell's just said, what am I going to do tomorrow night? So,
You watch
just
your
sew
repeats.
and get ready for Sunday morning. Regroup for
Repeats,
Sunday
yeah.
morning. All right, so last night I showed everyone, I told them the Thorngrove story.
Mhm.
You know the Thorngrove story. Margaret had to listen to me bang on about the Thorngrove story for quite a while. And I showed them these, but I'd only just started filling them.
Mm.
This is where I hope the camera's in the right spot. It is. I'm just gonna
Can we
zoom it.
You filled them with walnut shell.
Yes.
What's the advantage?
Well, we talked about that too last night.
It's all right.
So some of the girls have heard that it actually stops your pins and your needles going blunt. I'd never heard that. For me, so the advantage for me is that you get a well-weighted plump.
Yeah.
It's well-weighted. So if
And
you...
then when somebody annoys you, when you got something to really piff at them.
And it takes you down memory lane of when we used to have those little mini bean bags.
I know,
at school.
sandbag. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to throw them.
So that is the advantage to me. It's the weight of it. And that's what we're going to look at with the pin cushion from the calendar as well. So these, I've put the 4 of them up.
You've always got it in stock too, haven't you?
Oh, I couldn't
Be without
be without
Yeah.
this stuff. And I did say to the girls last night too, the 300-gram bags that we sell seems to be just the magic size
Yeah.
for anything that we do. So I finished these off, everyone. So that's the fleur-de-lis circle that we looked at last night. So those 2 are done. That's the natural colour. You can see the difference there, and that's the ivory. And then that is the natural, there you go, with the fleur-de-lis wheel. And then that's that one. Okay, and then keeping with the whole story, Jason is on the back. I think I might need to send.
I think you should send him one
Jason
without the stuffing.
Stuffing. I make it a little coaster for him.
Oh yeah, okay. I do good little coasters.
He's I got to send him one of. I got to send him that as well because he was Mr. January.
Yeah.
In the calendar. So they're up. Margot, these are the kits are 15.
Oh, okay, that's good value.
Because you've got the backing fabric, the pre-printed square, and of course you've got your whole spool of Wonderfill Eleganza in there. So you've got absolutely ample. You've got enough. I've got the leftovers inside. If you wanted to do 4 small tassels or make a really big one, and you've got thread left over either way, so you've got a whole one to work with.
And the super duper advantage is having a printed.
Yeah.
So once you go with printed, you never go back to having to trace them.
No.
No.
I love the way you've just taken that out of the kit, the demo.
I know. It's good, isn't it?
Just taken it out. And then I showed, just in case you weren't here last night, I
can't believe you let me sit so short in here.
Why are you shrinking?
Look at it.
Is it going down? Is the chair going down?
It must too. It's all right.
Go and get a cushion.
I will. I want to see what you're doing first.
There's these really good blue Dutch cushions
I was thinking that.
up the front. This is the whole. You've seen this, haven't you? This is the whole shebang. So.
Shebang.
So I told the girls that the 2 pin cushions are the element from the medallion in the middle of the Thorngrove quilt in the Adelaide Hills, commissioned for Michelle Hill to make for Thorngrove, where Rob and I had our honeymoon, and we named our house where we started Chandler's Cottage. I just get like saying it over and over. So this is the whole medallion. So I took the flowers from here and the centre to work with, and I've started stitching.
This is a work of therapy, isn't it? It's a bit like mine, the wreath.
Yes.
I like your colours though. They're fantastic.
Well,
yeah, I do. I like,
you like
it.
that?
I do.
So this one's really going to pop.
Yeah.
And then when I do the natural one, then we'll go down to sort of more murky plums and olive greens and antique gold.
All the dusty sort of.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
And they're going to be just monster cushions?
Monster cushions.
Yeah. They could be a good centre to a quilt.
Well, after last night, after the show I went, I could make that the centre, and then the smaller motifs from the pin cushions we could add in as corner blocks. But I also said to the girls last night, look, because I'm doing an English collection next year, that may be when we go, okay, now we'll do the centre medallion, because some of what I do might actually work to border it and put in the...
Yeah.
Cool.
Anyway, just a thought. But just because you have a mind to do it, the ladies will take it and they'll do something amazing with it.
I'm sure they will.
Well, that's what I always love. That
I know.
when you design something and you have a picture in your mind and you put it all together, and then somebody goes and does something super duper amazing, and you think, what was I thinking? You know, like
if I gave one of these to Maria Waters, she'd applicate that.
Yeah.
At that size.
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
So when we blow this up for the quilt medallion, I want to just do this as as a medallion without all the other
Yeah.
borders and things that Michelle put on to start with. So this blows up to about 1.5 metres
Yes. Okay.
as a centre. So,
Fantastic.
and so much work has gone into this already. The work that went into digitising this
I know.
between Amber and Cass, just to get it to a file that we could get it digitally printed, was massive. But now we can go back and start to work with it for the quilt. You know, while I just whip this up.
I know, and like she whips it up in a very short amount of time.
Whip up.
Like these.
Like those. Hey, wait, how many did you do? 1, 2, 1.5?
I did 2.
Which ones did you do?
There's that one and that one.
You did those two. No, you did the one with the shiny razzle fabric.
Yes,
thread,
there's a
didn't you?
rayon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, it's yummy, but...
The pattern's got, the instructions and everything come with the
this
tassel one
this
as well.
that one.
And I did this one watching Julia, didn't I, with you?
Yes, yeah,
That was fun.
just fun.
All right. So you've stolen this.
I know.
And I'm really happy about it. Can you pass me the sheep, my bar?
And what's its name?
The sheep, Jeremy. No. Sorry, I'm just
I should
checking I
have
haven't
made
missed it.
blackface, shouldn't I? I made
Oh,
blackface.
no. Well, we didn't know we were getting Jeremy.
I'll do mine with the black. I'll do mine with the black face. We've just recently got a Suffolk ram
Yes.
to throw over our other sheep, and so babies should come out with little black socks and little black face, and should be adorable.
And at the exactly right time.
That will be both at home,
That will be both at home.
and we can midwife the lambs.
But there will be lambs in the paddock for our Patchwork and Produce Day at the end of November.
Yep.
Bar humbug. Melissa says, mix of applique and stitchery. Oh, she always just pulls that out of the hat, doesn't she? She just does that.
That's all right.
That's lateral thinking. Good evening, girls. Late to the party tonight. Oh, 2-year-old grandson birthday party for Kieran. That's good.
That's good.
Fiona Grogan's here. Hey, mate. How are you? Flex in the building. Long time no see. Oh, and I haven't got my Tassie mug with me tonight.
Oh well.
I may or may not have eaten a whole packet of freeze-dried strawberries from Tasmania. You know those
You
ones
did.
I had in the car?
She let me have one. She said, taste this. And that's what she meant. Taste it. Don't share.
Felicity sent some. Good evening, Lorraine. Rita's here as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, see, Melissa said she had lunch outside at work today.
Yeah, it is amazing though.
Yeah, no. Fiona and Robert are just hilarious. Rob did a bit of a cough, as in, and Fiona said, "Have you got a sore throat, mate? You're gonna need to get a lozenge." They do my head in. They're so quirky. All right, this is our. Can I have the calendar too, please? Do you want to go and get yourself a cushion while I do this? It's
Yeah, I'm
making me
getting
laugh
lower
too
and
much.
lower. I think she did deliberately. I'm
I
going to be
know.
like, what is it? What is the? No, in.
It's Beaker from the Muppets.
No, what was it? Hey, it's Saturday. You know,
Oh,
it's
Dicky
Nicky
Knee.
Yeah, that's what I'm just getting small.
I'll turn the camera this way, right? And then you can nick off, and they
I
can't
shall
see you.
go and find something. I'll find an
This-
applique quilt that you love. I'll sit on that.
Yeah, good on you. Okay, seriously, this is June in the Chandler's Cottage calendar, and this month we are making some lovely little quiches. So these are great. We actually had some of these today when the Western Port Quilters came, and on top of that, they freeze really well. Mine weren't frozen, but they freeze really well, and I'm going to make some more tomorrow. I have more ladies coming for morning tea, so I'm going to be doing more. So, and then also we have our little, I'm going to say snow dome shaped pin cushion, which is this one here. So, and you see he's got the walnut shells in as well. So he's got a little marquise shaped base on here, and he sits nice and snug, and then you can just pop your pins in the top. Now I have, I was very happy I was able to put together some more kits. So they're up on the website as well. We've included the pattern in the kits. I'm not doing them, it's really not worth doing separate. It's really good value just to grab, now he's a porcupine, to grab the kit. And this is another confession. Margaret did the colonial knots on this one. So I've asked Mark to do a little demo tonight for you. Are you going to colonial knot my fleur-de-lis circle? Sure you are. So just up close and personal.
No,
In the kit, you get a whole skein of this. What is this DMC? It's a natural thing, isn't it?
it's wool.
It's natural wool.
Yeah, it's eco something, and they've got I think it's a relatively new thread.
I haven't seen it around much. Eco Vita.
I did see a whole range of it.
Yeah, where were we?
In Wonthaggi.
That's right. So Kieran's got the whole range, hasn't she?
Well,
At Wonthaggi Fabric and
It's very
Yarns.
basic, but you don't really, the sort of thing, you don't need a lot of colours.
No. So you've got grey, and then you've also got a little bit of a darker grey in there for his eyes. So you've got a piece, to set this guy up, you actually do your little dome shape onto your 100% linen. Then you're going to add in your little piece of grass. This is a really cool little pre-shape technique with this one. And then you actually cut out the shape of your bar out of the white and pop it on, and then that is your guideline for the actual shape that you're going to do. And we made him super woolly, like Ralph Sheep's that had to wait a long time to get
We had to wait for a shearer.
shorn. We could not get a shearer to come and shear. These are the trials and tribulations of
farming.
Farming and having sheep.
But also the skills, they are skills that old men have.
Yeah.
And the younger ones aren't taking it up. Anyway, in regard to that, GMC Eco Vita, it's a fully organic wool, and it was lovely to use. So I reckon it'd be
feels
really
really
nice on some of the felt, the Swiss Bugger felt.
Yes.
And
because that's Australian merino wool
as well.
So. People don't think it is because Swiss Bugger's Canadian, Wonderfil's Canadian, but it's actually Aussie wool in those.
The Aussie wool goes all over the world.
It does. I'm going to show you what's wrong with this pen cushion. Can you see what's wrong with this pen cushion? And Emma would be so cross with me.
Right.
It's not a smooth edge. I should have pinking sheared it, and I didn't.
I think perhaps it's the...
Do you want me just to put more in it?
Well,
it's just a bit...
You know what, I think that if you put a bit of stuffing at the top, pat it at the top, and then put the...
And then put the walnut in.
Because with the shells, it weights down. You'll never get a really full...
I don't know that I pinking sheared it or cut in or anything.
Well, we'll redo it. But what do we reckon? Piping it in, and then that would hold it. You just put a piping in there.
It does look like Jeremy. We named the ram Jeremy Clarkson, of course.
Yeah, I'm just
the Clarkson farm. We had to.
He's Clarkson because the gardener we like is Jeremy.
That is true.
You're not going to call him a sheep. He's lovely.
No. So there you go. Clarkson he is. All right. So you want to do the demo for me?
Okay.
I've given you. Look, I've set you up. What? I thought you bought a stitchery with a needle in.
Yeah, but like I said to you,
it's
my stitchery, and I have got. What thread have you got there for me, though?
Yep, I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
No, use a bit of this. Actually use this.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just hoping that.
I suppose you want scissors and everything now, don't you?
Yeah. Well.
Margaret's got on the wall behind her tonight. We're going to go through.
Well, you can do that while I'm looking around.
Oh, can I?
Yeah, do that.
Margaret.
You talk about yours.
I did mine last night.
Did you?
Yeah, I've got 2 left.
2.
Only 2.
And the people that missed out on our event can actually do one of the kids.
They can, if they wish. So now I've got 2 left. Because I've got 1 I did with a mail order, and then yes, I have 2. So that's mine with this.
I really like
this has to leave the building tomorrow. It's going to Costa Rica.
Yeah.
For Diana. Remember we did, so Diana gave me her pattern for this. Very excited she's giving me another pattern. So
right.
So this is going off to Costa Rica, so I have to say goodbye. I'm very attached, but that's okay. I'm going to make it again in other colours.
I think you should.
They're going to be
Did
kind
you-
of farm.
Did you
farm
like
colours.
working in the linen with that? Or
Oh, I
would you-
loved it.
Yeah,
This,
because most people make those sorts of things out of just fabrics. You know, they'll have a tulip pink or, you know, Annie Butler or one of those, and they'll make them in those sorts of fabrics. But I really like it in that sort of raw state.
Yeah, I like this. But one of the things that I really wanted to do with this, which we did, was we just played with a whole heap of different textures. And the girls commented they really liked the fabrics in here because these are Reese
I know.
Scanlan fabrics in here. They're like a shot woven fabric,
Yeah.
and then Jason fabric, and then Colourwork Solid and cork and the linen. So, yeah. Anyway, it's going. It's leaving. Going to Costa Rica via Florida. That one.
That one what?
So if you move your hoop
Rubbish.
out. See, hang on, I'll show you.
Now, I am trialling the Clover
You are.
embroidery hoop.
What do you think so far?
Good.
it
It's
good?
slotted in nicely. It's
And
got,
then you
got
wind
a bit
it up?
Yeah, it's got a bit of a groove inside there, so it sits in there nicely. And you wind it up. That's to open. This is to close. It goes that way.
Yeah, and it gets tighter
So
and
I
tighter.
think with our aging hands, this is a real advantage.
So see that there? If you put your hands under there, onto the mat, see that?
Okay.
And then I'm going to push the button,
Okay. There.
and then they see it too. There you
Okay.
go.
Well, I've used lots and lots of different hoops, and this one was on the shelf, so we're trialing that. And it
No
sits in
pressure.
quite nicely. It's got a bit of what would it be? Like a ditch
A
in
ridge?
there.
Yeah.
A ditch in there, so that this sits in there nicely. None of that having to bind your hoop, and then to tighten it up. There's got this. It's nifty. I mean, like even with tired old hands, it's easy to tighten up. So
Emma convinced me
mm,
to get those.
yeah, I think that
When
I
we-
think it's
when
quite
we
nice.
started the
Do they come in-
applique
how many
sampler?
sizes do they
Just
come
the
in?
one.
Really?
Yep, that's it. I'm pretty sure that's it.
Wow. Okay.
But Em
Anyway.
suggested those when we did the applique sampler with a bit of embroidery embellishment. So, and yeah, we've just stuck with them.
I've always used the English beechwood one, so
Yeah.
you know, you get used to your own, and what you stock is what you use. But it's good to try other
Well,
things.
it looks pretty on the Happy Wall.
Well, and like I said, I think for the aging hands, it's really good. And I think it's comparable to a good beechwood hoop. So
There you go.
yeah.
All right.
Anyway, I'm just going to do a couple of colonial knots
Because your whole...
because Clarkson, his whole body is colonial knots. And I'm just going to do it on here, and so colonial knot, you under, take the thread over the top, into your work, and pull tight.
Diane Nugent said she's stitching her sheep while watching. That's really funny. Joe says, I took Amanda's kit and she has mine from the Creative Escape. Did you do a swap on purpose, Joe, or did that just happen? Jeanette's had a read up again because we were talking about those walnut shells last night.
Okay, so
She's had a read up, and
Yeah.
they keep them sharp and moist but not rusty. So
well, I think anything that absorbs the moisture will prevent rusting. I think leaving them in,
Do you put-
you know what, leaving them in cotton is the worst. Like if you've pinned, and I know this for a fact because my mother would be halfway through pinning something and she decided she hated it and it would be in a corner, and then by the time we went back to it, all the pins are rusty. But cotton absorbs moisture, and you get a lot of moisture at this time of the year in the air, so your pins do go rusty.
do you put the little humectant satchels out of your shoe boxes and stuff?
Do I save them?
You put them in your pin cushions. I was taught that a long time ago.
Well,
I
that's
don't
really
think it's
good, but how many
necessary.
pairs of shoes have you got to do that with?
I don't know.
You know, but it also comes in your vitamins and that too, so I have been saving them.
Have anyone noticed that Margaret's just doing colonial knots and talking at the same time? We're actually not paying attention now.
No, I know, but
All right, I'm gonna put the camera back to what you're doing.
okay,
You ready?
yeah.
And then you got to hold it flat so they can see it.
Well, that's really good, but you've got me in such a precarious position. I'm sitting here like a 2-year-old at the bench.
Okay, look at that. Okay, right.
Right.
Yeah, good.
Under.
Yeah.
Take your thread over the top. You've got a figure 8 on your needle. Pop it back in. Pull it tight. Now if you hold it, then you hold it away from your knot. You don't get knots in your knot. And pull it through. There you go.
No, do it again. I wasn't paying attention.
Of course you weren't. Besides, it was a right-handed knot. What are you going to do
I
with
don't
it?
know. I just want to see if I can zoom you. There we go. Right, now you're right. Go again.
Okay. Under. Over. In. Pull through.
And just don't disturb her, anyone, because she might do the whole thing. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, well, as wonky as this is, I've got no glasses on. Under. Over.
Joe said, no, the bags were under the table and they grabbed each other's. They're going to swap them over at Craft Alive at Bendigo.
Was there money in anything?
No.
Purse?
I know. That would be like the little gift bags that we had.
Yeah.
Our gift bags arrived for the winter one today, by the way.
Excellent. What colour have you made them? Was that a surprise?
Surprise.
It's always a surprise.
Surprise. That looks so cool, though, with the knots on there.
I know. You know, if you gave this to me, I could fill all of those. Instead of just being around,
Yeah.
yeah, I just fill them. I'd
Holy
fill
moly.
that whole area. That'd be cool. When I've got absolutely nothing better to do.
So we've done a sheep. We've done a bar.
Yeah.
Do we need like a hairy cow? A hairy cow? Highland cow?
Yeah, we'll probably do. I think, and we'll have to
Do
call
we?
it Claire. My granddaughter is obsessed.
Absolutely
So much
obsessed.
So much so.
I'm still going to make her
have
that
ordered-
purse with the Highland cow.
Yeah,
paws.
I had so much so. She has Crocs. Am I still? Whereabouts am I? Is this is
You're
on,
there.
is it? Okay, I'm there now.
Yeah.
She has a pair of Crocs, and I've ordered the Highland cows for her Crocs. You know, they've got these little stick-on things.
believe the
I know.
Crocs are back.
Aren't they
Anyway.
revolting? I can't believe the amount of people that are wearing them.
Steve wears them. My son,
I
the cool
just,
son.
yeah, not
Not the nerdy son, the other
yeah,
one.
I know, but I just think if you've done it
Sorry,
once, don't
Phil.
do it a second time.
You know what I mean.
Yeah,
Phil.
but
You don't have the mullet.
we had treads.
What treads? What are treads?
Oh, treads were like the base of it was like off a tyre, you know, like a tyre print, and then you had all these leather sort of strapping on the top, and they were so cool. But you were a baby then.
I was a Bay City roller girl. I had the tartan pants.
Yeah, great.
I did.
Pants, the 3/4, like the yeah.
Mm.
Anyway, that's how you do a colonial knot, girls.
That's so
super,
cool.
super duper easy.
Hang on, I'm going back. Like that. Aww.
Aww.
Aww. I'm trying to think of other woolly things now we need to do. I wonder what a Banksia would look. A Banksia would look very cool.
I got enough on my plate at the minute.
Oh, your Billy buttons.
That's
They're
true.
really
That
good.
I love that. I should have another one made. A different.
Can we do it on black
Okay.
or another colour? Now,
Yes. Okay.
so I've only got 2 left, but Margaret was very generous and had lots and lots of different combinations
Yeah.
of colours at the Creative Escape. So with that, you've got just a few of each colour left because you did enough that everyone could swap around if they wanted to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, so this is what Margaret did, and these are on the website tonight now. So we're still under the word Advent, and I keep forgetting to say it every night, but of course Susie and I are filling orders and holding them till tomorrow, so we can combine. So if you've got multiple orders in, we'll combine them and refund your excess postage for you. And usually, if you do 2 or 3 orders, it kind of works out. You get 2 back, and it's all covered with the first postage that you paid. So that's what we're doing. That will close off at midday tomorrow. So we'll finish that off, and then we'll start afresh with Sunday. All right. So because we've got to get them out, or Shopify and PayPal get cross with us if we hold stuff for too long. All right. So this is what Marg did. It was just beautiful. So we've got. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do it on the overhead. I'm going to go this way.
Do you reckon that one shows as well as what perhaps the red one does?
But this one's mine. I'm
you just love it?
showing this one
Yeah, because you want those to be sold.
I need these to sell because
I said,
I want this one.
I said, okay, you sell it, you can have it.
Yeah, it's all right. So
Yeah.
this is the best one out of.
But it's funny.
Mhm.
A lot of the ladies love the yellow.
Is it because we don't have a lot of yellow things at the moment?
I just think that it was just one out of the box. That
So
normally it's pink and purple.
So 3 things in the kit: all the fabrics,
Yep.
all the ribbon, all the thread,
Yep. Okay.
pre-printed. Yeah, give me a kit. Pre-printed panel, all in. So you've got the bag, pin cushion, and this beautiful. Oh, look at the pink in that little needle case. So that's what you get for the whole thing. So these were the kits that people had at the Creative Escape, and we had all the different colours out. And that is number 1. So on the website you'll find I've put them under colour combos, so it'll be pink and yellow, purple and blue, but it's very easy to see what they all are.
So I packaged them separately so that you didn't get confused, and then they were
Which
all
can
in my
happen
bag.
easily when you're on a sugar rush with cake and a lot of coffee.
I don't get it
Creative
happen
Escape.
easily anyway. But anyway, so
Oh, so they're all. Oh.
yeah, I know.
Oh, I've got a picture to show you.
That needs a better bag. It's terrible.
I've got a picture to show you. From Ruth Baird. She sent me a photo today.
I've got my mouth closed and my eyes open.
No, she's
It's not of me. It's of my. Oh,
she's finished.
good. Well
if I can hold that
done.
up
Well
to the
done.
camera or
That's
not.
fantastic.
She asked me to show it to you.
Yeah,
And I didn't have my techie here. Now, just can you?
Nah.
No, it's not. Oh,
But it's a purple one.
it's the
like
purple
this
one. Anyway, I
It's
can't
like
do it.
that
It
one
doesn't
there.
work. So Ruth's finished hers.
Good girl.
Bagging rights.
Anyway, I've
So-
put them in separate bags with separate patterns so that you can start with one, and if if you decide in 2 months' time to do the next one,
You're not gonna get confused.
Exactly. Well, that's the idea anyway, unless you pull it all out of the bag and rummage with it.
I'm rummaging a lot. I'm
yeah,
going to let
anyway,
you swing around and
so-
get a different colour down for me.
So, and then there's the one ball, and it does all 3, and
does the
it'll
whole-
it'll do more than that.
Yeah.
But
Can you
yeah, what would you
whiz
like?
round?
What would you like, Lovey?
Oh, grab us another colour. We'll show the girls some of them.
I really like this one.
Geez, you're tall, Mark, when you stand up like that. I haven't got you on front camera, don't worry. You
Oh, no, but you just showed it to everybody.
half of you just disappeared.
Yeah.
There's a pin cushion.
There's the pink cushion.
Okay, thanks.
There you go. I like that one.
I
That's
like
my
that
favourite.
one too.
That's my fave.
Is that your fave?
And a lot of people were happy with the red too. But I always do purple and pink because
Yeah.
they're the 2 things that, they get excited about.
Cool. Can I have I want the red one, please.
Or red one, you probably can see the design much more clearly.
I'll give you this one back.
Okay, do you want me to tidy again? Or
Well,
to-
you can if you like.
I don't know.
It's all going to go pear shaped soon. It'll just,
Does Susie fix it tomorrow?
Susie will come in and go,
Yeah, I know.
gotta
God
clean it all
bless
up.
her.
She was very busy today. Angela had treads and roller strollers.
Okay.
What's a roller stroller? Is that the sneakers with the wheels in them?
Couldn't be. That's the
No,
next
my
generation.
kids had those. Evening, Jenny Miller.
Jenny would
She's
have had
nearly
treads.
finished hers.
Jenny would have had treads.
Joe says yes, treads was so cool.
Oh, so cool.
Treads were
And they've
very
never
comfortable.
Come back. They haven't come back.
These are shoes, right?
Yeah. I'll show you online later.
Okay. This is the gorgeous red one here.
Yeah.
That is
And
and these
you
are
get your
all
little bit of
like these are
felt in it.
liberties, aren't they?
Yeah,
they're
it's
all cotton liberty.
I know. I've invested into Liberty, and then that's fully lined too. I didn't cheap out on that, but you know why? Because nobody ever wants to see the back of their embroidery. So if you
Okay.
put a good lining at you don't see it
Oh,
again. You
that's
see?
why.
Yeah.
So the red that's on the
Yeah.
pin cushions
Yeah, it's
inside
all-
there. Oh, they're lovely.
So that's
I,
where the value is. It's in all the fabrics.
being gushy, I actually didn't realise how amazing they were because you and I work on things separately, and then they all got thrown.
And
oh,
and,
you
and, our
get thrown in the bag.
and our conversations are really about the food. What are you cooking? What
And
do you
then
think?
there was a day where we placed everything delicately into the bags. But you had yours in before I got there,
Yeah.
so I didn't get to see them.
Yeah, I couldn't wait.
So it was surprise.
Yeah, so, yeah, it's a little
They're beautiful.
compilage. Excellent.
Present.
Okay.
Oh, and that's got to go back in.
I know. Hey, you know what?
Mm.
Maybe you should just take one to do.
I would, but I've got a whole quill engraved stitchery
I
to
know.
do.
And the rest.
Now, have you?
Right?
I was about to do the whole false telly-selly thing.
Yeah, right. Yeah, okay.
I'm laughing at myself. I was about to say, now, Margaret,
Yeah.
have you booked your advent calendar for 2025?
No.
Well, why not?
How many
They're
hours work do
selling
you reckon
fast.
it is?
Actually, it's not funny. They are selling fast.
They are
People
selling
work.
fast.
How many hours work is it?
Yeah.
It is 25 days of fun. 25 days of creativity. Now, I'm not going to say what am I talking about? You'll be here helping pack it, probably.
I was going to say.
That's
That's right.
So if you
Is there any
haven't,
hand stitching in it?
yes,
That's probably what I'll get.
there is. So yes, they are selling fast. I don't know why that makes me nervous. It's lovely,
It
but
should.
at the same time, it's like
Yeah.
go. No, it's going to be
Yeah,
great,
okay.
and it's going to be a fun pack this year. I'm looking
Good.
forward to the pack because it will be all bright,
I know.
fun.
How many are in this range?
That's a 31.
Or that's
I
not as
think-
hard to do as that other batch because I'd really like.
This has got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16
Yeah.
colours are going into this.
Okay.
And this is a proportion of the interwoven range. There's some other greens, but there's a close nut, double nut. I really
Yeah.
wanted super distinct
Yeah.
differences.
Yeah.
I need 3 greens, not telling
Yeah.
you why. I need 3 yellows. Anyway, so, and then there's, I was showing,
It's ongoing, isn't it?
yeah, this is this new
Okay.
range.
So if I did,
This is not here yet.
no. So if I did
officially.
a project,
Yes.
I could potentially
Oh, yeah,
get
yeah.
more. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is, and that's what's in
Yeah.
the pincushion.
Mhm.
So Jason very kindly sent me forward.
Scrap.
No, he didn't.
Look
He's
how
so
tiny it is.
generous.
I know.
He sent me, honestly, half a yard of each one of the
Yeah.
brights last year
Yeah.
when he just got the first samples in, and that's how we were able to do the pincushions.
Yeah.
And it was so funny sending him the picture.
Yeah.
And then this is from
Yeah,
that
yeah,
same
yeah.
lot. So
Yeah.
it arrives on a boat.
Soonish.
It docks. What's today? It docks tomorrow.
Okay.
Dum dum dum.
Actually,
That's really
Have we got
exciting.
anyone from Holland today? It's my cousin's birthday today.
Is that?
Yeah. Hello, Margaret. She watches too.
Angela, you're getting interwoven, aren't you? Well, your dip dots in the building. I've got to let you know too. Everything's just boxes and boxes of stuff. Oh,
Great.
sorry, just
That's
arrived.
great.
All right, so that's in that.
Yeah.
That's happening,
Good.
and that's what the envelopes look like.
Nice.
Nice. So tonight I just put up a couple of extra bits as well because Mark's on another show and tell. But this is the one that I had up last night. So this is Garden of Dreams, and I've popped it back up because I just have to trash the stand. I just wanted to show you how well it went with your gnome fabric. So if you've bought the gnome fabric, I've just got, there's a metre left on there. Don't get too excited.
Oh. Okay.
I think.
I'll have the remnant.
There's 2 metres left. I feel like just throwing things over the front tonight.
I
It's
think
getting
you
a bit
should.
mess.
I think you should have a rubbish bin on that side.
But this is, I just want to show you this because, Margaret, hold that. Thanks.
I'm going to keep it now.
No, you're not. Okay, so this is what Halcyon does. So we looked at all of these over the last couple of nights. This is the magic. So this particular one, which is colour, putting her glasses on, colour 1, this is red, colour 1. Can you see all of the purple, all of the orange, all of the red that's in here picks up all the colours in the gnomes? So this is where these really sophisticated blenders start to show their worth, and I just I think that's incredible. I just love it. Love them together. There's probably, I could do that with nearly all the halcyons because there'll be there's a yellowy green one and there's a blue one. So there's just an empty stand now. I took it all down. They really are super cool. So if you've ordered your charm pack, you're going to have a lot of fun playing with them and seeing what you've already got. We've sold out of the charm packs. I haven't approached the subject with Susie about doing more of them yet, but I will tomorrow. So if you wanted one of the charm packs of the Halcyon tonals, and just tick a box that says notify me when they're back in stock, and we're going to have a look at it in the morning, and I think we can. I had to be careful because for Chandler's Cottage's only got a little bit of stock. It's all going out to other shops. But people have been ordering yardage of some of them and not others, so I just have to make sure we've got enough. If I can just do even another 4, it would be super cool. So I'll put that back. This one's really pretty.
As I said, those sorts of colours are what sells. But I like to offer a bit more than that.
Yeah, that's such a pretty variegated.
I wouldn't have the pink. It's just, you know.
Well, you're a blue girl.
No, more the aqua, and usually brighter colours, like bright colours, not the pastel colours. But
agreed.
Yeah. Yes.
Agreed. This is another one from the Hedgehog Hollow collection that's come in as well, and I know they've just been filtering through slowly, but this is the last one. So this is just a beautiful all over print with the little blue butterflies and strawberries. Now on Sunday I'm going to have strawberry zip pulls.
Strawberry
zip pulls.
Oh, good.
To go with the strawberry. So they'll be in here on Sunday.
You know what I heard? Strawberries at the pool.
We can have strawberries at the pool.
I think it's exhaustion.
You do? Okay, fine. It's exhaustion. I've teamed it up with. Actually, they're not under Advent yet. Can you give me an hour? I don't know that I actually put them on, which is really sad. They're on the website. Maybe they are. No, it is. It's under Advent, but I haven't put this one under. This is the one from the On The Go collection. You know, the one with the border with the buses and everything with all the animals in. So if you put in On The Go, it'll pull up this screen. I just thought it was a fantastic match for it. And you've got the other hollow up there. So you can just put in the word. You just want to go straight to that. Put in the word hedgehog, and it will bring this new one up. But I'll bring this back out and show it to you again with those strawberry zip pulls on Sunday. So they'll be back. Will's in tomorrow night. He's going to put them all up on the website. What a guy.
I know.
What a guy. Just there's no bias for your eldest grandson at all, is there?
No. He's a great kid.
He's a great kid. So he's kind of doing a lot of what Steve used to do before he decided to grow up and get a real job. That was just rude.
Well, so, you've given them skills to go out into the real world. Be proud of yourself.
I know. There you go. All right, so then, last but not least, show and tell. Okay. What a mess.
I know. And who made it?
Hang on. Let me just do that.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Let me take those.
Yeah, right.
I'll leave all that there. So after these, so how did this happen?
Which?
This.
I've been doing.
See, she's so tall. Do you want the stool? Do you want a spot? Oh no, then you'd have to control the switcher.
God forbid. This is something I did a while back, and I've been doing. What would you call it? The mandalas. That's not good, is it?
It's not good.
No, okay.
I didn't think it would be. I might be able to do this
Just
though.
the idea that it's in a frame.
There we go.
Okay,
I'll try and avoid the ring light. There you go.
Yeah, so that's a bit of fun. The reason I brought it up today is that it's in keeping with, these mandalas, like these ones. That's a mandala. So it's a whole series. I've got a series of Australian things, Australian designs, and there's a series of mandalas. So I'd done that one a while ago, and then today I've made 2 cushions in 2 different colourways just to show you what you can do. Super simple as far as embroidery. You just choose your thread colour, and a tip, girls, choose your thread colour and then choose your fabric. Don't do it the other way around. There are more fabrics than there are threads to choose from.
Right.
So when you're trying to match something, it's a nightmare if you've started with a thread that doesn't match anything. So they're pieces this size. They are. Oh,
It's fine.
okay.
It sounded bad, but it's
that's
not.
right. She's just broken
It's
the
no,
frame.
it's not. No, I didn't. It
Okay.
just fell against my metal thing down there.
Okay.
Sorry.
So they are. What you get is just the panel, so you can do whatever you want.
I've gone the
Comes in
overhead,
a cream.
overhead
Okay,
camera now.
comes in a cream, comes in a white background. Choose your thread type. You can use, that's actually a number 5 thread. I have been using more of the number 8, which is this one here. And there are a lot of colours in that with the Spargo and readily available. A little bit finer to work with, and I think it's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a choice of what you want to work with, what colours you want to work with, what thread type. And I just think it's a bit of fun. It's really brainless sort of work. You just follow the printout.
Oh, they can see that. On
Yeah,
there.
follow the
So
printout.
it's super. So does this stay on? Does it wash off?
Washes
what
out.
happens? Okay.
Washes out. And then do what you like with it. You could. I was always going to turn that into a what is it? A block saver.
Mm.
And today it turned into 2 different colours.
Beautiful.
So, just something, just a bit of fun, not too serious, really good therapy, and just something to do. And really good learning piece. So if you bought the piece and was teaching someone, a young person or someone that hasn't embroidered in a long time, it's got 9 different stitches. They'll learn all about their stitches. And if they use it as a learning piece, they may never make it up to anything else, but they've learnt a lot. It's like a little class
Super.
in a bag.
Class in a bag.
Yeah.
So these are nearly ready to go. So
Yeah.
we're going to have these on the website
Yes.
by Sunday morning show.
Yeah.
Because you've literally just finished them off tonight.
Yes.
Do you recognise that, girls? So this beautiful daydream.
Yes,
we use some
Yes,
daydreams.
you chose the fabrics.
Yeah, gorgeous. And this with the black looks that
That was good,
really
wasn't it? The black was a
cool.
good choice.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
So, all right, and so then, so in the pack they're going to get the panel
That's
and the
all they get.
instructions.
That's all they get.
So-
The instructions.
So
and-
many people have got so many threads in this.
Exactly, but you could do all different colours. You could do. I was watching. Some of the girls had their own embroidery thread at the event, and they were putting all sorts of colours in. Whereas I just work with the one. One, it's economic, and I don't like taxing myself too much as far as brain matter. So with colours and things, I go with the one and I stay with it. I think it's from the candle wicking days.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Whereas the girls were putting great colours together, and it's good to see. So you could do whatever you like. Like I said, it could be done as using up all your. You can use your stranded cotton, and everybody has somebody's stranded cotton that's been inherited. Or
if you come to visit, we've actually got some super bonus budget packs of DMC.
But you use all 6 strands. Don't use it.
Yeah,
small.
okay.
Use all 6 strands.
Yeah.
And then you could use up a whole bunch of it. Really great to
Now I wanna
teach
do
friends and graduates. Yeah, perfect. Anyway,
They're really
I just
nice.
thought that was something a little bit different.
Yeah.
And a bit of fun.
Well, you've turned it into a cushion. I like
Yeah.
it. Well, people might like to frame it. If you had someone that was learning,
Yeah.
you'd almost want to frame it and put it in their bedroom.
Well, that's
It'd be
it.
really nice. Have you seen the one in my bathroom?
I don't
you
think
been
I've ever
in-
been in your
Have
bathroom.
you been in them?
No.
In the main loo?
No.
On the
I
walls,
always go before I come here.
you use the guest bathroom that the customers use. I have to tell people now, in our main, in the main bathroom, Rob and I have hung all of our stitcheries.
Okay.
So there's the first stitchery I ever did with my grandmother when I was about 4 or 5, and it's framed in there. And Robert is an amazing cross-stitcher. And there's all the cross-stitches that he did for the boys' nurseries and stuff. So they're all... Because they sat in boxes for years after they weren't out anymore. And then when we moved into this house, it was like, okay, there's a chandelier in the loo. We might as well just
have everything.
We'll just have everything in here. So it's a stitchery gallery. I should put a heap in the bathroom that our visitors use.
You could.
We are open tomorrow. I just wanted to add that in. I've got some lovely ladies coming for morning tea, but I've got room for more. So if you did want to come tomorrow morning, just saying, if you did, the scones will be on, and you just need to hop onto the website, just search under morning tea, and you can book for morning tea tomorrow morning and come down and see all of this, and it will be there. It'll be here. And Susie will be running around going, what did they do? Actually, that menagerie over there, that's bad. This
What's
needs
that?
fixing up. Well, there's boxes.
People
I'm not turning the camera around.
No, but people actually love to see a person that's been really busy.
Well, we are. So
I mean, and that's a little bit of insanity there.
it looks bad, but there are big boxes. There's big boxes going out to our sales reps with all their new samples in. I missed sending them last week because I wasn't well, and I had to send mine to Angela at So Bright for a Reese to pick up.
Never apologise for working hard, because that is a sign of working hard. So
we are working hard.
Yeah.
And then there's a heap of boxes to pack Halcyon and tonals in tomorrow to go out to our shops around Australia.
Okay.
And then Dip Dot for Ange and a few others next week.
Right.
What?
Okay, where is the box? I said we would value add. Anybody that buys the will get
Oh, you give one and I'm going to give one.
We're each going to put a stitchery in that box because we love you.
I'm going to put one of the sheep. I'm putting a sheep pin cushion in.
Absolutely. Here, put the whole cushion in.
Oh, we're going to keep that.
Sorry.
No, I'm going to put a kit in with the pattern for the sheep pin cushion.
Okay, so now they've got two.
All right, so that's two.
Yeah, okay.
That's pretty cool.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. And now, because Marg's here tonight, I didn't put up the sewing machine to do our next disappearing 9 patch. It's cut, so we'll do that on Sunday morning. We're going back to bags, zips and pulls on Sunday morning as well.
Good.
Which is really exciting. I think. No, it is. It is. What's the weather like for the next few days?
I never look.
I get lulled into a false sense of security after days like this. You're going to go and have a cough?
Yep.
There's water in the fridge. Jenny, the red one, is absolutely awesome. She threaded her treads. She threaded the treads? I don't know. Oh, that's so funny. Kathy was talking about Crocs during COVID when Kathy was home. You got it?
Is that today's cake?
No, it's not today's cake in the fridge. When she was home with the grandkids, she wore her Crocs that she'd had for nearly 20 years.
Okay.
And they laughed at her. Well, not so much now. Because now, it's so cool.
Oh.
You're a cool grandma.
Oh, I understand.
Everyone had treads. What did I miss?
But you were too young. That's what you missed.
Yes, Rosemary, it's all Liberty cottons. Absolutely, they are. I missed the whole thing. All right. You right there?
Yeah, just got tickled.
There's nothing decent to calm your throat in the fridge.
No.
Yeah, swapping threads with each other is a really good idea. Tracy Fisher had your Aussie Flowers candle wicking book and loaned them out, and they never got returned. Are they available now? Have you had an Australian candle
It's not
wicking
mine.
book?
I know who they are. They're June Jensen's. She had 6, and no.
Oh.
No, you may find them on like an eBay or something like that, or marketplace. So you just got to keep looking.
Google.
Yeah, or some of the libraries, like embroidery libraries and like guilds.
That's true.
Yeah, but they were good.
Anne Hamilton asks, have you any tips for framing stitched pieces? You'd have a bazillion.
Patience. Sorry.
No.
No. You can get them professionally framed, but if you're framing them just over your, it's
Do you lace?
I lace at the back.
Lace at the back.
And I've been using those canvases.
Oh yes, you have too.
And I've ironed on a pallon onto it, so it's got a bit of body. If you do it, and so it it just shapes
Oh, that's
better.
why those ones we took to the UK were really nicely
Yeah.
framed. Okay.
Yeah, okay. And then you sit down, it takes a good hour or more, and you lace it at the back and just over and over. And then you do it not just one way, but you do it the other way.
Do
as
it the
well.
other way.
Yeah. And that's the only way I know.
Wow. You're right, Melissa. It's not looking great for the rest of the week. Are we going to Traff? Saturday?
I am.
Is it Saturday?
Yep.
We're going to go to Traff. We're going to go see. That's the other reason we can't call the sheep Jeremy,
I know.
because we're going to go see Jeremy.
That's
in
right.
Winnie. Traff Market. We've got this. I think I told you, lovely couple that grow the best
Yeah.
individually tubed seedlings, so
Yeah.
we can buy individual
How's your
broccoli.
broccoli
and
going?
my broccoli's going great. It's heading for the sky. I think I may have overfed it because it's decided it's going to be a
Bolting?
tree.
Yeah. I know.
Bolting.
I
So,
was so excited today.
and we love them
Good.
so much. We've invited them to have their stand here on
Yeah.
the 30th of November for our day.
Really nice people.
Nice people and
Yeah.
good veggies.
Mm.
So Traff Market, rain, hail or rain, it looks like.
Okay. Raincoat.
Raincoat, we'll be fine.
It's all good.
All right. Now, what are you doing next week? You got stuff on?
Mm.
What's the next thing that you're working on? Oh, I know what that is. It'd be a winter creative escape project.
I've started.
I know.
Um,
So have I. Down there. Yes.
Yeah, but I want to put a second project with it, and I
Ah.
haven't, and I'm mucking around with that. And in the meantime, I am a procrastinator, and I don't procrastinate over. I don't not do something. I usually do something I don't need to do. I usually say, Lisa, you got any stitching that you need doing?
It works for
But
me.
this time, you know what I am going to do? I'm restitching these.
What?
Yeah, I know. But I've decided.
Wait, which camera do you want? Overhead?
You can. I'm restitching these at the moment, and I'm down to the last one. It's only because I haven't decided what I'm doing with the other projects. So
You need to sit on these till I do my Dutch range.
I know, but I'm going to do these.
These are the ones that we've got in kits now, though.
I just don't know whether I should do it. Like, you know the bell pulls? Like, I don't know whether to do it long.
Oh, bring
One
back
of
the
those.
bell pull.
Yeah, okay. I'm down to, can they see all of them? And I'm down to doing the last one. Okay, so I'm redoing them. Either do it long and then back it, and then just have it like a little,
It is the wall pull. It is.
yeah,
it is
okay.
the
That.
wall pull.
My first idea was that I was just, because they're tiles, I thought I just might put the 4 tiles together and do another cushion. So I haven't decided.
Oh, nice.
And this is for a collaborative book that we talk about.
We are going to do.
Yeah. And
Well, we have to
Yeah,
now. I've
I
committed
might.
to the fabric. We've got to do it.
now look at that. See, if I put the 4 together and then make a cushion, I think that's probably pretty cool too. It looks very tile-like.
It does.
Very pleased
Well, there
with that.
are. Okay, so those of you, it does, and for those of you that may, I doubt it, still have a bit of my Dutch cottage collection I did with Robert Kaufman in your stash. There's a panel, and I am actually going to repeat. I am going to repeat the panel in slightly different format. We had little tiles in that as well, so we need to.
Yeah.
I think that's gorgeous. And I think I've blabbed to the girls before too that you have designed a thread with Wonderful.
Wow. Where is it? It's in the.
Have you? Oh,
Oh, yes, I have.
No,
No.
she's not back yet.
No, but
Jennifer's still away.
I've emailed. It'll turn up.
It'll turn up.
Yeah, but it'll be really cool though.
She's gonna have her own thread.
Yeah, yeah.
It's gonna be so cool.
Yeah, just hope it's the right colour. Anyway,
I need the
but it was a
thread
bit
here
stuck.
before I finish the fabric so that
And
it all matches.
then as I was doing them, I'm thinking, well, maybe I should just do another 4 or 5, and then I'd have a wall. You know how they've got the
Yeah.
walls of tiles? You
Yeah.
know, and I thought then it'd just be a. And I thought, I'm just getting too carried away.
You know,
So
I don't
that's what I'm
think
doing.
so.
This is a form of procrastination. I go backwards for a little bit, and this here is also something that I did a while ago. So it was only today that I've made it up. So there is hope for all of those unfinished projects that you have, and half embroidered or fully embroidered and not finished.
Correct.
Yeah. So
Yes.
there's hope.
There is hope.
Yeah.
Leanne, correct. All of Margaret's beautiful mandala patterns are available on her website, which is margaretfabrics.com.au.
Yep.
They're all on there. So I I stock some of Marg's beautiful stuff here, but for all of her candle wicking mandala designs,
Yeah.
go to Margaret's website. Absolutely. Do you know anything about crewel work? Sue asked.
Yeah, it's wool. It's really all embroidery is embroidery, and then
Crewel work is
wool.
wool.
Yeah.
Yes, she does. Let me know what you wanted to design and I'll organise it for you, Sue. No problemo.
Right.
Felicity, that is something I would expect to hear from a Tasmanian. Need to put more wood on the fire. We'll catch up on Sunday.
Right.
Let me tell you, when I went and taught in St Helens the first time
Mm-hmm.
for the Break-A-Day quilters, it got to -4 overnight and I got up the next morning to snow in my cabin, outside my cabin.
Yeah.
It's
Cold.
cold. And it was great.
Yeah.
Joe, I don't know that I need to, I'm really not sure I should tell Margaret what you've just said.
Something awful.
Because that's happened with some of my stuff as well.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not quite sure how we feel about it when people find our stuff in op shops.
Oh, when they find that's fine. I found my own stuff in op shops, and I've also seen my stuff on eBay.
Oh yeah, we do.
I like it when they say it's vintage. I'm thinking, really?
Sue Magonchi went to a fabric swap thing or something not long ago, and she came home with some of my bag kits, and they were the original ones where we would take a photograph of the bag and get multiple copies of the photograph printed.
Yeah.
And stuck it on the front.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, look.
And I sort of went, oh, I wish I'd found that.
Yeah.
Because we haven't kept any. Didn't keep any of the patterns for posterity. We've only.
I've kept quite a bit.
No, we just updated and
when I
changed
say quite a
it.
bit, one of each.
Oh.
Yeah.
I haven't got any. I just stuck with the fabric.
I know, but you're always cleaning. Yes, you
I'm
see.
a purger like my mother.
Mm.
That's it.
But you find that you're still looking back and you still end up buying something you threw out.
Oh, yeah, that's true. And you know that if I go into a shop that's got some of my old fabric, I just buy the lot. The last time I got a really good score was Ocean Grove. Leanne said, I've got to take you to the shop. And in the original Under the Australian Sun in the brown and pink and stuff. And I just bought it all. And Leanne's going, that's her fabric. And the girl's going, yeah, right.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And I had to get my driver's license out to prove it. Sally says, laced back, what thread do you use?
Wow. A cotton that you don't want to use, and like a number
A strong
5.
cotton.
Yeah, like a number 5 pearl cotton.
For a quilting cotton? Hand quilting thread?
Yeah, see, I never use anything that fine. I
so
don't want
heavier.
I use a heavier weight, but that's
So
me.
like an embroidery
like it's
thread.
almost like it's weighted like a string, I suppose. But and it's usually something that I don't want to use because the colour doesn't matter. It's in the back of your work.
Melissa agrees it's going to be a bell pull.
Mm.
Do you back all embroideries before stitching, and do you wash material in patchwork? I don't wash my fabrics before I use them.
If I'm dicey, if it's something that like I bought fabric in Africa, I will test it. I don't wash it. I just soak it and see whether, and I'll blot it so that I'll see whether the dye comes out. And that's true with thread as well, because while we're using the best of threads, sometimes we, have a spool of thread or if it's green and red, green or red, I'll test that too. But I don't rush into washing because I think it loses some of its luster and the sizing's gone, so it's floppier to work with. So I don't. And what was the other question?
Washing fabric
backing.
or not? Backing. Do you back it?
No, I don't back everything. I don't back my fabric when I'm doing candle wicking. It just adds too many layers. But that's cream on cream, so therefore you never see the thread, the colour of the thread. Now, this is the white, like a white cotton. Are we looking? Okay, white cotton. And if I was to jump from one side to the other, you'd be able to see it. And there is one thread that I hadn't managed to clip, and I have seen it on here. And
don't put it.
What? No, you'll be able to see it. They won't, but that's the reason. See that little shadow? And I think for the professional, the professional look that you want, you don't want to see a shadow of the colour that you're working with in areas that are not not embroidered.
Mm.
So that's why I use it, not for any other purpose. I don't use it to give it body, other than if it's linen. That white linen that I've backed all of those and I've ironed it on, because that is like this, it's floppy.
Okay.
So
Yeah, cool.
and that's my reason. But look, everybody has a different reason for doing things, but mine primarily is about the colour showing through your work, the shadow of your work. And I have seen beautiful work in competitions, and I can see the green thread where they've gone from one leaf to the other. It just
and that happens, Patrick.
And you know what? You don't see it. You don't see anything else.
Threads got underneath the batting.
Yeah,
you don't see anything.
You don't see anything. No, you don't see anything. Like when you see that, that's what you see. You see the floor, and that's what you see. You don't see and that's why. And then for our events, I spend a lot of time backing it, because I don't want 100 people at the ironing board.
You did.
Yeah, so it's always.
Felicity hasn't left the building yet.
Yep, good.
Buttonhole thread is good for lacing. What?
Yeah.
Flick, what's buttonhole thread?
It's like a linen thread, isn't it? That.
To me,
And there is
almost like a.
There's a really good linen thread too that they use for bookbinding, like something that doesn't have stretch in it. If it's got a lot of stretch in it, it's no good to you.
Point.
It's got to be firm. So it's almost like a string, like it's. Yeah.
That's cool.
Mm.
All right.
We're done. Question time. Done.
No, I think they're finished. I think they're on starting to knot off.
Yeah.
I think. Maybe not. Oh, it's quarter past.
I know.
Yeah, I know. Right. No, I think we're good.
We're good?
We are.
Okay.
All right. So you're busy tomorrow. We're in here tomorrow filling orders.
I can't even remember what tomorrow's Friday. I'll go visit my mother.
I'm going to see Wally.
Yeah.
I don't know where I'm going to. I'll be baking first of all for morning tea.
Yeah, okay.
And then I'm going to come out with
What's
Susie.
for morning tea? Can I come?
You can come tomorrow morning. We are having.
Hey, did all the scones get eaten today? I looked at those and I thought, I can't even touch them while you've got everyone else around. I thought that's too rude.
I took the last ones to Bob.
Oh, yeah.
They're gone. Oh, the girls might have got a couple.
Mm.
Chookies might have got a couple, but yeah. Fresh batch of scones in the morning. Sun-dried. I'm going through my sun-dried tomatoes a bit too quick for my liking at the moment. But we're going to do sun-dried tomato and herb quiches in the morning. There's lemon slice. There might be a Portuguese tart. I haven't decided yet. I made them today, so we shall see. So that's tomorrow morning. Mm-hmm. And then super busy. We've got a traff. You and I will go.
Saturday.
Are we taking the boys or not?
Well, if they behave, they can
No,
come.
maybe.
They've got really good food vans, and then there's a good coffee machine.
Pretty good markets in West Gippsland, I must say. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
And then we some decent sewing, and then I will catch up with you on Sunday morning. So we'll do that, and then
I sleep in.
You sleep in, and then it might be a bit of gardening. But the weather's not looking. No, it's not looking good. Undercover gardening. I'll do a bit more in my garden room at the end of the veranda. So, who knows? Truth be known, I probably have a ton of paperwork to do for the textile pantry as well. But who wants to do that? All right. Well, anyway, we'll let you go. Thank you so much for joining us this evening for just a bit of a laugh and a bit of a chat. And we'll probably be back together. We'll get together again when we've got our projects done, I reckon, for the creative estate. Won't be too far away. That we'll show you. And of course, it is sold out. And if you want to go on the waiting list, then just email us and we'll pop you on. It's the 23rd of August. There is another one scheduled for spring as well, 25th of October. But those tickets won't go on sale.
Was it 23rd?
No, 25th, I think. Okay. Anyway, it's a Saturday. And they won't go on sale until the afternoon of the winter one. So we'll get that organised then. And we've got lots of other things to work on. Melbourne exhibition, stacks.
And maybe some stitching classes.
Okay, we're going to talk about that live on Facebook?
We can, but I've got to talk to my husband first if he's happy to
let you out on a Saturday.
On a Saturday, he has to.
We're thinking of running some Saturday stitchery.
Yeah, just
cruisy. Nothing, you just bring what you want to work on and what you'd like some help with.
This sort of thing, so that they could start with that, and I can help them with the 9 different stitches, and they go away knowing all their stitches and being confident about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's sort of like a whip day that you come for guidance and help. And it will be and cake, but it will be all handwork. So Margaret will be doing embroidery and stitchery, and then if you come and you want help from me, it will be needle turn applique,
Yeah.
English paper piecing, 3D applique things, everything that we do by hand. And then we're just going to sit, eat cake and stitch.
Yeah. And maybe if you'd let us know if that is of interest to you, because we
Yeah.
yeah,
Just
Okay.
email me
yeah,
and let me
Okay.
know. info@chandlerscottage.com.
Beautiful.
All right, everyone.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your evening, won't you? And I'll see you Sunday. Thanks, Mark. It was
You're
good.
welcome.
All right. Bye, everyone.